50 miles maybe.
50 miles.
40.
And how far is Laverne, the Laverne house, it was a house I assume,
Yeah,
from Big Bear?
probably equally as far, 50, 60 miles.
Okay. Okay. And when you went to train for the second forest fight,
Yes,
did you stay up there continuously?
yes,
And when I say up there, I mean Big Bear.
yes.
You close yourself off from the world. Is that fair?
I wouldn't say close myself off from the world because there is a world up there, but yeah,
It's to get away from distractions.
yes,
It's to focus on training.
yes.
And when you trained for the fight with Forrest leading up to the second fight in July, did you train 7 days a week?
No,
Okay, how many days would you typically train?
5.
And what days would be the off days?
Sometimes Saturday and Sunday.
And who would determine that schedule?
My father.
Okay.
Well, me and my father.
And I'm talking about this second fight with Forrest. Hudson's working with you too, right?
Yes.
Did he have any input into the training schedule?
Yes.
Okay. So would it be fair to say it was your father, you, and Hudson discussing a schedule?
No, you can, if you can be fair, you can say that. Yeah.
Who had the biggest vote in that triarch?
Who had the biggest vote?
Object
Yes.
to the form of the question, but go ahead, you can answer.
The three. If Hudson said you should, I don't want you training Monday, your father says no, definitely I want him training Monday, and you said
Probably it'll be me that had the biggest vote.
sure.
Yeah.
Okay. Because ultimately, would it be fair to say you were the boss of withdrawing? In 2002, leading up to the Forest fight, did you have a personal holding company, a corporation where you funneled everything through?
Got fun on everything though. What do you mean?
In other words, when you fought Forrest on the second time, you received the purse, correct? You received money for the fight?
Yes.
Did that check go from a promoter directly to you, or did it go from the promoter to a corporation in which you have shares?
It will go to the company.
A company. You have a company. In 2002, you had a company. It was your company.
Yeah, I believe earlier than that though. But go ahead.
At least, starting in 2002, we know you have a company where you're the boss of the company, right?
Yeah, I believe I had a company earlier than that though.
I'm certain you did.
Yeah, I mean 2000 actually, probably.
Sure. You
Go
start
ahead.
making money, and accountants and lawyers like us tell you this, you can do these things for whatever reason. Fair enough?
Fair, yeah.
What was the name of that company?
Actually, the company that I had was Chomi, Sugar Shane Chomi, I believe it was.
Okay. And then you may have created other companies, but they were basically to conduct your boxing business. Is that fair?
Yeah, that's fair.
I mean, by 2002, wouldn't it be...
Actually, I think I built the company in 1996 or 7 or something like that. So go ahead.
At a certain point, you're becoming more successful, and you become an enterprise, sort of a Shane Mosley boxing enterprise. Is that fair?
Yeah.
Object to the form of the question, but you can answer.
Okay. So certainly by 2002, you have a company that you operate under. Is that fair?
Yes.
Object to the form of the question.
Okay. And you're the boss of that company.
Yes.
Okay. And ultimately, any disputes, you make the final decision. Is that fair?
Yes.
Did you have a manager at that time?
On paper in 2002,
Yeah.
on paper, I don't think I. on
Maybe your
paper.
father?
2002 was my father my manager? No, on paper on the state commission, I believe not. I believe I think I was self-managed.
And what about a promoter, 2002?
Yes. Yes.
Yes, you had one?
Yes.
And who was your promoter?
I believe that's Cedric Kushner.
Oh, yes. And you ended up in litigation with Mr. Kushner, yes?
Yes.
What happened with that?
Well, he basically took some money, and I guess we won litigation with that. Yeah.
And what?
Well, because we won our litigation.
Are you suggesting in
Yeah.
2002 a boxing promoter would screw a boxer?
Yes, and it happened. I think 600,000 to be correct, to be
Okay.
from.
So you have
extra
a
money.
falling out with him because he wasn't paying you.
And let him say he got every dollar back through some lawyer.
Yeah.
Fair enough. But that, in fact, I think it was. So after that dispute, he ceased being your promoter. Is that fair?
Probably even before that, but yeah, he has.
Before that, so if you.
I'm not really sure though.
Okay, but if you filed suit in 2003, it would have you would have stopped working him with either before that or right around there.
Yes.
Okay. Did you get another promoter after that?
Yes.
Who was that?
Gary Shaw.
Can I just, I mean, I don't want to be the witness here, but I think he's forgotten he left somebody out in between. It's up to you. What
No,
you-
don't.
Okay.
I appreciate it. Let me say this, just so we're clear, is that I'm not trying to trick you, and I'm trying to move things along.
Okay.
And I think you're trying to help me move things along, and I do appreciate that. And what I will do, and your attorney is very competent, very capable, I think he's given me a lot of leeway because I think he also, everyone here would like to get out of here. If I believe they're important or relevant facts, you may want to hit me because I'm going to ask you so many different questions.
Okay.
But I don't believe it's a central issue to this matter as to who the promoter is.
Right.
So if you don't remember, you're answering to the best of your ability. That's all I care about. I'm not trying to trick you, okay? Okay, so you have Hudson now, and he's staying up with you at Big Bear, right?
Yes.
And this is obviously in 2002. How is he getting paid? Is he getting paid?
He got paid by the fight, and so when I fought, then he'll get his check.
Part of the purse? Was it a percentage base?
It was an agreement that we had before the fight.
Was it a written agreement?
I think the last couple were, but the first one was just basically, you know, this is what I'm giving you, and I gave it to him.
Okay. Do you remember what it was?
I believe $15,000.
Okay. And how long was he up with you at Big Bear?
The form of the question.
In 2002, before the Forrest fight, you say you went up to Big Bear approximately May of 2002, correct?
Yes.
And you tried to stay up there, I imagine, as much as you could between May and July, the day of the fight?
Yes.
And during that time period, between May and shortly before the fight, in 2002 with Forrest, would it be fair to say you moved to Big Bear?
Yes.
You basically stayed overnight most of the time in Big Bear.
Yes, I owned a house there.
Right. And did Hudson stay with you in 2002 between May and July?
Pretty much, yeah.
And would it be fair to say he was up there 5-6 days a week?
Yes.
Okay. And how much time would you spend with him during this time period between May and July of 2002? Obviously, he was in the house. Let me rephrase the question. Obviously, was he in the house? Did he stay at your house?
He stayed at my house there.
Okay.
Yes.
So I guess the question is, how often during this May to July 2000